Hello, it's day 9 of Veganuary, and today I want to talk about shopping as a vegan, and yes, I mean food. Food shopping, we all have to do it. Food's delicious. It's a hard habit to break. We all have to eat. Now, when you go food shopping as a new vegan, you will find yourself reading all the labels, but what you may not realise you're doing is that you're making certain assumptions that some things are safe and they may not be. So I want to talk about the false friends that may be in your shopping basket. Okay, when you first go vegan, it's very easy to think that the free from section in the supermarket is going to be your best friend. Now, this may not be the case at all. It's a really good place to get dairy-free chocolate, for example, but be a little bit careful of the baked goods. The free from section focuses more on gluten and wheat intolerance rather than vegans. Okay, so be a little bit cautious because you may find that that delicious looking rocky road has marshmallows which contain beef gelatin, definitely not vegan. Or you may find that those delicious looking pies in the free from section, although they've got no wheat and no dairy, looking at the box, there may be eggs in there or in the cake slices, so be very, very cautious. Just because it says free from does not mean vegan. So make sure what it's free from, because unless it says eggs as well as dairy, it may not be vegan at all. So do be very, very careful. And again, with animal products that creep into the free from products, because a lot of them were created for people who were wheat intolerant, or gluten intolerant, not people who were vegan. The fact that we can have some of them is just an added bonus for us, but it was never designed to cater for vegans. Okay, another thing you need to be careful of is when you're buying sweets and chocolate. Again, you wouldn't think there'd be animal products in sweets, would you? But gelatin will pop up in a lot of jellies and soft sweets, so you're going to have to be very cautious and read all the labels, especially if you like things like Haribo and jelly babies and all the things I used to like. I can't have any of them anymore. If you go to certain shops like Marks and Spencer, you may be able to find, I think maybe Sainsbury's as well, you may be able to find like jelly sweets which are vegetarian approved, but again, it says vegetarian, it doesn't say vegan, so be a little bit careful and read the ingredients anyway. You can find them, but a lot of sweets are not going to be your friends. Boiled sweets tend to be safer because they usually are just sugar and some sort of flavouring. But again, you need to be a little bit careful with artificial colourings. Make sure it's not cochineal, which is an extract made from little beetle, spider things, insects. Be a little bit cautious as to what's actually going in them. Make sure there's no gelatin, no animal products. Chocolate as well, you do need to be careful of. Now, a lot of people will assume that dark chocolate is perfectly safe. It may not be. You're going to have to read it because they may well have put milk or cream or something in there to make it a little bit more creamy in texture and flavour. Very often you're going to find some dairy has crept into that dark chocolate, even though you thought it was safe. I think Green and Blacks have changed their recipe now, so a lot of their dark chocolates are safe, which is nice because that's easy to get hold of. From memory, Cadbury's Bourneville is okay, and that's quite nice and easy to get hold of. I quite like the dark chocolates that you can get from the shops like Lidl and Aldi because they come, well, they're designed on the continent, so they're really good quality, German or Swiss chocolates, so they're actually very, very nice and they're very reasonably priced as well. But do be careful because just because it's dark chocolate does not mean that it's vegan or that it's dairy free.